Did you know that the golden retriever was once considered too mysterious to be trusted? That's right. Today, they're synonymous with sweetness, loyalty, and companionship. But it wasn't always that way. Now picture the scene. A misty Scottish field, late 19th century, a noble hunter walks alongside a golden dog with no name yet. The animal moves with almost magical precision, as if reading the man's mind. No command is spoken aloud, and yet, it understands. That was the first whisper of the legend. But what few know is that the golden retriever only exists today, thanks to an unlikely mix of a Russian circus dog, a near supernatural hunting instinct, and royal oversight. So, do you think you really know the golden? Wait until you hear how this breed almost vanished before even being officially recognized, and how, even today, there are 10 simple behaviors that can make a golden emotionally distance itself from you. Stick with me until the end, because besides uncovering the mysteries behind this breed's origin, you'll understand why they act the way they do, and I'll even share 10 reasons a golden retriever might not take a liking to you. Breed fact sheet. Official name, golden retriever. Origin, Scotland. Group, sporting dogs. Retrievers, size medium to large. Height, 20 to 24 inches. Weight, 55 to 75 pounds. Coat, long, dense, and water repellent. Color, shades of gold, from light cream to deep amber. Life expectancy, 10 to 12 years. Temperament, loyal, gentle, intelligent, affectionate. Energy level, high. Need for attention, constant. Fun fact, their intelligence ranks among the top 5 in the canine world. Work capability, exceptional. Serves as guide dog, detection dog, therapy dog, and search and rescue dog. Now, let's dive deeper into the breed's origin. The mist over Scottish fields didn't just hide frozen lakes, it also concealed the secret behind the creation of the golden retriever. In the 1860s, Sir Dudley Marjoribanks, a Scottish aristocrat, passionate about hunting, set out to create the perfect dog, one that was intelligent, obedient, agile, and gentle with humans. But what few know is that this perfect dog came from an unusual combination. The official story says Sir Dudley crossed a yellow-coated retriever with a female tweed water spaniel named Belle, a breed now extinct. But rumors and notes suggest another possibility: the famous Russian circus dogs, which Marjoribanks reportedly bought during a traveling show and secretly used in early crossings. These exotic dogs captivated audiences with their docility and ability to follow complex commands. And if that reminds you of today's Goldens, it's no coincidence. The first official litter was born in 1868. Marjoribanks meticulously recorded everything in a book now considered the written DNA of the breed. For over 20 years, he carefully bred generations until achieving the desired temperament and appearance. But despite all this care, the breed was only officially recognized in 1913 by the UK Kennel Club under a different name. Retriever, yellow or golden. Here's a visual detail if you know. The earliest Goldens had wavier, almost reddish coats. Only after many crossings did the iconic golden hue become the breed's signature. More than hunters, Goldens were bred to work side by side with humans. They retrieved downed birds without damaging them, dove into icy waters, and still maintained a stable temperament, as if programmed to serve and love. If this story left you more curious than your cat eye in a plastic bag, subscribe. Drop a like if you love uncovering pet secrets. And speaking of fame, did you know the golden retriever almost became a celebrity before even being officially recognized? Yes, they were already the darlings of Highland hunts in Scotland. But it was when they crossed the ocean that the golden retriever began its true star career. In the 1920s, the first Goldens arrived in the United States and Canada and quickly became a hit at dog shows. But it was decades later that the world's eyes turned to this golden dog, when it won not just awards, but hearts. Hollywood was where the golden retriever found the spotlight. Movies and TV shows began casting this dog for one clear reason: it seemed to have human emotions. Its expressive gaze, friendly demeanor, and almost cinematic loyalty made it the perfect dog for heartfelt roles. Who doesn't remember the classic Air Bud or the touching episodes of Full House, where the golden appeared as a family member? Suddenly, it wasn't just a pet, it was a symbol of everything American families aspired to be: loving, loyal, happy. And it wasn't just on screen. US presidents like Gerald Ford had Goldens in the White House. The dog starred in ad campaigns, magazine covers, and even official stamps. In the 80s and 90s, the golden became a global phenomenon. Therapy clinics began using them with autistic children and Alzheimer's patients because their calm, empathetic temperament allowed them to understand what words couldn't convey. But not everything is rosy on the path to fame. With so much exposure and desire for a golden of their own came rampant breeding, fads, and serious criticism that nearly jeopardized everything the breed had achieved. The glow of fame can be overshadowed by unexpected darkness. As much as the golden retriever was revered as the ideal family dog, its journey was far from easy. Over time, this breed nearly vanished, not from lack of popularity, but due to health issues and irresponsible genetic manipulation by breeders. During the 1980s and 1990s, the golden retriever became a true craze. But with its rise in popularity came the risk of excessive, unregulated breeding. The quest for perfect puppies with the ideal golden look led to uncontrolled reproduction, which, sadly, opened the door to serious health problems. The breed began suffering from a range of hereditary diseases, many of them devastating. The most notorious issue was hip dysplasia, a condition affecting the hip joints. But that wasn't all. Heart problems, cancers, eye diseases, the golden retriever was being ruined by a relentless pursuit of aesthetic standards, ignoring the dog's health. But the issues weren't limited to health. The gentle, friendly behavior everyone loved also sparked controversies. The obsession with creating a perfect family dog brought another dilemma. Many breeders tried to soften the golden's personality, making it overly dependent, lacking character or defensive instincts. It went from being a hunting dog to an animal with little room for its emotional and behavioral needs, and if it was in the scenario that the breed faced its greatest threat, irresponsible breeders began producing golden retrievers solely to meet market demand. The show golden or therapy golden no longer had the same quality of temperament and health. Many puppies were born with traits that jeopardized the breed's longevity and utility. Some even considered the breed a passing fad or, worse, a market product, creating more mental and emotional health issues than any physical problems. This left longtime breed enthusiasts outraged, questioning, is this once perfect golden dog being lost? But the real crisis came when the golden retriever risked extinction in its original form. Over the years, some golden lines were crossed with other breeds in attempts to correct physical or behavioral flaws. While this could help alleviate health issues, it actually led to the loss of the breed's genetic purity. The situation became so critical that, at the turn of the millennium, several canine organizations began warning about the risk of the breed disappearing in its ideal form. Responsible breeders, alongside specialized veterinarians, started working together to preserve the golden retriever's health, avoiding inbreeding and establishing new breeding standards, focused on well-being, not just appearance. However, the revolution wasn't easy. Many golden puppies underwent rigorous medical exams before adoption to prevent the perpetuation of genetic diseases. Even so, the breed's reputation was put to the test, with many questioning whether it was still possible to restore trust and quality of life for goldens. From 2010 onward, results began to show the work of conscientious breeders and attention to canine health proved that, yes, the breed could still survive. But it took a collective effort from breeders and breed enthusiasts to rescue the golden retriever. Yet the great mystery persists. Can the original breed truly be saved? Or is today's golden retriever a diluted version of that hunting dog from the Scottish fields? And while this question continues to be debated among experts and breeders, one thing is certain: the golden retriever, despite facing moments of crisis, has never stopped being loved by those who truly understand what it means to be its owner. Today, it remains one of the most adopted and cherished breeds in the world. And perhaps the most important lesson we take from this is that true love for a pet goes beyond any aesthetic standard or popularity. If this shocked you as much as a cat falling off the sink, share it with someone. Send this to that friend who thinks poodles were always cute. You need to show this to anyone who loves a curious pet. Though the golden retriever has become one of the world's most popular and beloved dogs, it still holds many mysteries in its genetics, behavior, and health. Scientists and veterinarians continue to study this breed deeply, aiming to better understand what makes it unique and how to preserve its health for future generations. The first mystery lies in the breed's very name, golden retriever. The retriever refers to its exceptional ability to retrieve objects like game during hunts. But why golden? The answer comes from the breed's history, where its golden coat was not only aesthetically pleasing, but also reflected its origin as a hunting dog bred for Scotland's cold climate. However, the specifics of the genetic inheritance that resulted in the golden coat remain a topic of debate. Among canine geneticists, the golden retriever's coat, far from being just a visual trait, has been the subject of in-depth study. Scientists discovered that the golden color stems from a complex combination of genes. And it's not just about aesthetics. There are various shades of golden goldens, and researchers are now trying to understand how genetic variants might influence this. Color across generations. Coat variation, ranging from light beige to deep gold, is intrinsically linked to the breed's health, with some variations tied to a higher predisposition to skin issues. Another fascinating aspect science is exploring is the golden retriever's behavior. Known for its gentleness and loyalty, this isn't by chance. Behavioral studies have shown these dogs possess an emotional intelligence that makes them highly sensitive to their owner's feelings. As a highly social breed, the golden retriever responds uniquely to its owner's emotional state, which is key to its success as a therapy and service dog. However, the mystery of its behavior goes beyond empathy. The breed's natural instincts, originally bred for hunting and retrieving game, can still be observed. Many golden owners know that, despite being very friendly, they retain a latent protective instinct, especially when their families are in danger. How these instincts have been preserved despite thousands of years of domestication and selection for companionship is a question scientists are still unraveling. The golden retriever's health remains a major enigma for science, while the breed has been plagued by issues like hip dysplasia, cancer, and heart disease. A new generation of responsible breeders and veterinarians has been working hard to reduce the prevalence of these conditions. For instance, with the help of genetic engineering and advanced health testing, it's now possible to identify which puppies are more likely to develop certain health issues, allowing breeders to make more informed mating decisions. But the biggest mystery persists. How can we ensure that the golden retriever, a breed so beloved, remains healthy and temperamentally stable in the future? while genetic research has helped establish new breeding practices and preserve the Golden's health, the complexity of its genetics still poses challenges. The genetic variation that allows some Goldens to live long, healthy lives while others suffer from serious illnesses remains a profound mystery, and as science advances, so does the understanding that the Golden Retriever is not just a dog breed, but a window into understanding the relationship between genetics, behavior, and health. The mysteries surrounding this breed may seem simple to solve at first glance, but the complexity of its nature has fascinated scientists, breeders, and owners for decades. The big question remains, what more will science uncover about the Golden Retriever in the coming years? What secrets lie in the deeper layers of its genetics and behavior? And how will this affect future generations? Only time will tell. Do you believe the future of Goldens will be even more fascinating? Share your thoughts in the comments. Who knows? Maybe science will uncover even more mysteries about your Golden pup. Share with someone curious. If you're as passionate about Golden Retrievers as I am, comment below what surprised you most on this journey. 10 reasons a Golden might not like you. While the Golden Retriever is widely known for its friendly and charming personality, there are some quirky reasons you might not hit it off with one of these lovable dogs. As with any living being, even Goldens have their little flaws. So, get ready for a light-hearted breakdown of why you and your Golden might not get along as well as you'd hope. 1. You don't like constant attention. Golden Retrievers are like those enthusiastic kids always craving attention. If you're not ready to shower them with affection every second or engage with them constantly, brace yourself for being ignored or getting that you're gonna give me attention, right? Look, they're undeniably dogs that need love and interaction all the time. 2. You're not a fan of mess. These dogs have boundless energy. If you don't like finding toys scattered around the house, or your couch covered in golden fur, you might want to rethink adopting a Golden. They love to play and have no concept of organization. So, if you dream of a mess-free home, this might not be the breed for you. 3. You're a very serious person. If you take everything as seriously and can't laugh at yourself, you'll likely struggle with the Golden's personality. They're always up for mischief, like stealing socks, jumping on the bed, or playing hide-and-seek. Their lighthearted, playful nature is contagious, and if you're too serious, you might get frustrated with their relentless quest for fun. 4. You don't like wet dogs. Golden Retrievers love water. If you're constantly dodging muddy puddles or trying to keep your dog away from lakes, get ready. They'll find a way to get wet. If you're not a fan of a soggy dog tracking water into the house, their love for splashing around could be a big issue. 5. You're a minimalist. If your idea of decor is keeping everything tidy, simple, and clutter-free, a Golden might turn your home into a battlefield. They love grabbing objects, and their toys and accessories will likely take over half your living room. In a Golden's world, less is more, but their pile of toys and dog gear might be a problem. 6. You don't like intense hugs and affection. Golden Retrievers are known for their constant, intense displays of affection. They'll seek out hugs or plop into your lap for attention whenever they can. If you're not a fan of a dog literally on top of you, begging for cuddles and giving relentless kisses, you might want to reconsider this breed. 7. You don't like dogs that talk with their eyes. Golden Retrievers are masters of nonverbal communication. If you struggle to read looks and expressions, it might be hard to understand what a Golden is trying to tell you. Their piercing, expressive eyes often convey their needs or feelings. Don't be surprised if they stare at you intensely, waiting for you to agree to a walk. 8. You prefer calm, low-energy dogs. While Golden Retrievers have a balanced temperament, they have impressive energy levels. If you prefer calm, laid-back dogs like Basset Hounds or Bulldogs, a Golden's activity level could be a challenge. They love park runs, fetch games, and be in the center of attention. For those seeking peace and quiet, this lively personality might be a downside. 9. You have a pristine garden. Golden Retrievers don't hold back when it comes to exploring. If your garden is your pride and joy, and you spend hours perfecting your landscaping, brace yourself for holes, muddy paths, and scattered dirt. They love to dig, especially when left alone in the yard, and your gardening efforts could quickly turn into a mess. 10. You don't like dogs that cry when left alone. Golden Retrievers are highly social and affectionate, which means if you leave them alone, they can get extremely sad and anxious. This might lead to whining, barking, or even destroying household items. If you don't have enough time to dedicate to a dog that craves constant companionship, this could be an issue. Who else relates to these reasons? Have you faced any of these challenges with your Golden Retriever? Share your story in the comments. Don't worry, even with these little quirks, a Golden is still the best friend you can have. Drop a like if you're a fan of this amazing breed. If you think these reasons are just for laughs, share this with a friend who is a Golden to see if they agree. And so, we've reached the end of our fascinating journey through the history of the Golden Retriever. You're probably wondering, okay, this dog is incredible, but is there more to its popularity? Something that hasn't been revealed yet? Well, there's much more to this story than meets the eye. And before we wrap up, there's one final secret about Golden Retrievers that needs to be unveiled. What makes this breed so irresistible, beyond its adorable looks and lovable temperament? What drives so many owners to fall head over heels for these dogs? Could there be a hidden power, something in their genetic history or behavior, that makes them the perfect dog for so many families worldwide? We're left with so many unanswered questions, aren't we? For instance, What made this breed so globally popular? Who's behind this incredible image transformation? Is it a phenomenon born of mere coincidence? Or is there something deeper? Perhaps strategically planned. The truth is, golden retrievers might be hiding more than we imagine. Who would have thought that the mysteries of this breed's past, combined with its remarkable abilities, reveal a connection to humans far older and more complex than anyone could have dreamed? But don't be fooled. Despite their cute, charming image, Goldens aren't just docile dogs. There's something in their genetics that challenges even the greatest experts. Something that, perhaps, even they can't fully explain. For example, some studies suggest Goldens have an uncanny ability to sense human emotions with almost supernatural accuracy. Researchers have noted that, beyond their famous kindness, Goldens possess an extraordinary emotional sensitivity, a gift rarely seen in other dog breeds. Could they have a special connection with humans? And if so, how might this shape the dynamic between the breed and humans in the years to come? Imagine this. What if Goldens aren't just loyal companions, but are also guarding a secret? Something that could forever change how we view our dogs. Something about golden retrievers remains unrevealed, and that mystery might be closer to you than you think. Who knows what's yet to come? Stay tuned, because the next time you look at your golden, you'll wonder if they know more about the future than you realize, and could they, somehow, help you make the most important decisions in your life? The answer might be closer than you think. The secret is about to be revealed. Now that you know more about golden retrievers, do you believe there's something even more mysterious behind this breed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and pass this video along to other dog lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to uncover more about mysterious breeds and the secrets of our furry best friends. Who knows what else we'll reveal in future videos? Stay tuned, soon we'll share more never before told curiosities about the world's most beloved dogs.